That was a 90-second fast explanation of what's new about.
Right now we have the senior producer of Need for Speed Rivals with us, Jamie Keane. Jamie, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you very much. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm so happy. You know what? Because I have seen the trailer to Need for Speed Rivals, and I have seen, a character which I do know. It's Aaron Paul, formerly known as Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. I mean, how does that collaboration really started?
I mean, we're really lucky. We've got some really massive names.
Just take them.
We've got some massive names that are coming into the film, and it's a huge coup for us. And obviously, it's something that we're going to absolutely be trying to leverage as much as possible. It's a great thing, and to have these kind of names involved with something to do with Need for Speed is huge for us, definitely.
So, although you're only working at Ghost Games for a little bit more than 6 months now, you're not a new face on EA. On which projects have you worked on in the past?
Well, I kind of cut my teeth working with the Battlefield guys over at DICE. I came up through and I was working with the live team on Battlefield 1942. Stick with those guys, and then I worked on Battlefield Bad Company, along with my good friends Mr. Patrick Buck and Carl Magnus and all those guys. It was really, really cool, and then moved on from there, and I've been working on other stuff like Syndicate recently with the Starbreeze guys. They're doing some great stuff now, working over in Uppsala.
All right.
So when we're looking at your work resume, there's a lot of action and shooting. So what was the moment when you thought, hey, why not work on a racing game?
I mean, I guess it's good to bring the changes, right? It's nice to have sort of a bit of a break, and it's a new challenge for me as well, getting into something new. And I've always been really, really into racing games as a player. So it's nice now to actually kind of get behind the development and actually kind of, get involved with that from the other side of it, as it were.
So what kind of experience from your former work is the ones that you can barely drag out of what you did before and just let it flow right into the new work?
I think most recently, having worked on Far Cry, I think certainly as an open world experience and as an open world game, that's definitely something that I can really bring to the table with it. And I think that people might think that that's a bit weird to hear that in the first place, because that's a shooter and this is kind of a racing title. But there are certain kind of approaches that you use when you're talking about an open world game, and I think mostly it's about kind of enshrining player choice. And that kind of, just as almost like a beginning sort of just ethos almost, just feeds through into the way that the whole game gets developed.
Okay.
All right. So tell us. I mean, we have seen the trailer, and a lot of people are here. They have seen the trailer. They already played on it. But what exactly, especially for those people who did not have the opportunity to be here at the gamescom, what's new to Need for Speed Rivals?
I mean, there's a lot that we're bringing to the table, but I think probably our biggest thing that we're bringing to the table this time is going to be All Drive. All Drive is more of like a collection of features that are coming together that really let you break down the boundaries between single player and multiplayer. That's a really big one. There's a bunch of other stuff that's coming through as well. Customization is huge, that's coming back in. Obviously, just being able to give this stuff on next-gen consoles, we're super excited about that. But All Drive is definitely the big one that we're pinning our hopes on this time around.
All right.
How does the high-stakes scoring system work?
So the high stakes scoring, it kind of refers to the longer that you spend out in the world, the more points you're going to accumulate and the more attention you're going to attract to yourself.
Okay.
The more attention you attract to yourself, the more the cops are going to come and track you down, the more of a target you're going to become. So it's really about kind of how long can I stay out here before things are just going to get a bit out of hand and I can't handle it anymore.
Okay.
Rather like me now.
So, Jamie, what's the proposed to play for Rivals really? I mean, is there a separate progression for the cop and the racer side?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's really important that you really get a sense of the different kinds of gameplay when you're playing as either a cop or as a racer. So we definitely have different progression trees for each side. It's going to be really tailored to the kind of gameplay that we want you to have. As a racer, when you're out in the world, you're kind of always slightly looking over your shoulder. You're always slightly worried about, oh God, there's going to be a cop. You know that when you see cops, you've just got to grab it. Otherwise, you're just going to get nailed by them. For the cops, when you start playing as them, it's just a bit more relaxing. You can take your time. You know that you're king of the road. You know nobody's going to be messing with you. So it's a really you get this real sense of these two different kind of identities within the game experience.
I like the more gentle identity, like not running away from the police, in real.
Yeah. We've heard that pursuit technology is back in the game. So now maybe you can clear it up a bit. What exactly does it mean?
Definitely, pursuit technology is huge for us. It's really something that we want to go to town on this time around. It just changes the dynamics of the core gameplay. It basically means that, you know, as a cop, you've got a suite of, effectively they're weapons, but there are things that are going to kind of slow people down. You know, if you're a cop, you want to try and bring them in close so you can get in and ram them. If you're a racer, it's on the other way around. You want to stop people. You want to stop people getting close. So it's about kind of, you know, dropping things out the back like spike strips and stuff like that.
Sounds
or
nice.
using turbos to get away. So it's just all about kind of characterizing the cops and the racers that way.
That sounds good. Personalization is one big thing that keen players are always looking for. So what can I do to really personalize my game?
Yeah, no, personalization, I mean, it's huge for us. It's something we hear loads on the forums. It's something we really want to react to, for sure. So, I mean, this time round, there will be a huge amount of cosmetic stuff that you can do to the car. So, you know, you can change the colors on the car, you can change the rims on the car, make it all nice and bling. There's loads of decals that we've got on there. Frankly, some of them are an interesting and questionable taste, but there we go. We also have wraps and liveries, and those are really, really cool. And those are the things that are kind of just a wee bit special. When you get one of those, you know that you've passed a real watermark in the game. So those are really, really cool. It's not just the look of the car, though. It's also under the hood, too. We're not going to go super detailed into kind of like, you know, oh, there's this nice torque graph, and it's 0.456.
Can I please paint my fingernails?
No, completely. We want it to be accessible. We want it to be fun. We want it to be interesting. So it's, you know, there will be ways to kind of boost your car up.
Okay.
That will be accessible for everybody.
Okay.
So, what about the Need for Speed network? Is it really replacing Autolog?
No, definitely not. I mean, if anything, Autolog is kind of like gluing Need for Speed Network back into the game. It's like, if Autolog before has been this kind of asymmetrical way of playing, this asynchronous way of playing, now it really marries the whole experience together. And Need for Speed Network, I mean, it's huge for us. We really want to make sure that we're extending the gameplay experience, not just that you were playing on the HD console. You can play it any way you want. You know, you can be on the bus, be in the bathroom if you like. I mean, you know, you can be sitting on a couch
Playing
with somebody.
in the bathroom right now.
You know, why not? But we want to have this, you know, the experience that's not just about playing on the HD console itself, but extends out beyond that.
So you're absolutely going for the second screen thing?
Definitely, very much so. It's something that we want to, you know, we want that feeling of, you know, if you're sitting and you're playing and you're sitting beside somebody, you can start messing about with them in Overwatch mode, help them, hinder them, that it's always on. It's just not just that HD experience.
And it's nice if you have a boring job.
No, definitely,
Maybe bus
absolutely.
drivers start playing Need for Speed while they're... Yeah, maybe not.
Oh my
A few
God.
people say.
I hope that never happens.
Let's
Oh my
hope
God.
so. Jamie, that was it so far. What we still have left is we've talked so much about Need for Speed. Of course we want to see stuff. Of course people at home want to see stuff. So we've got a cute, nice little trailer put together for all you guys to see what's coming up with Need for Speed. And at that point we say very much thank you to you
Thank
for
you.
your time and sharing your knowledge.
Jamie
Sure.
Kane.
Enjoy the rest of the Gamescom, and
Will
you
do,
guys
definitely.
enjoy the game.
Radio silence. Going dark. Let's finish it. Target locked. Take him out. Race going on. Interstate 3. Ferrari just joined the pack. New driver coming fast. Got him. Take him down. Take him down. Undercover 6, light it up. In pursuit of high priority target. Calling in air support. Target located. Unit 4 and 5 joining pursuit.